1. From Zero to Bezos. Meet the man behind Amazon. Jeff Bezos is one of the most influential people in modern business. He is best known as the founder of Amazon, a company that started as an online bookstore and became the largest online marketplace in the world. But Jeff's story is not just about money or success. It's about big dreams, smart risks, and a long-term vision. He was not born rich. He didn't inherit a big company. Instead, he built something huge from almost nothing. Today, Jeff Bezos is known for changing the way people shop, the way companies deliver goods, and even how humans might travel to space. Before all of that, he was just a curious boy with a love for books, machines, and science fiction. Let's now explore his journey. From a small-town kid to one of the richest and most powerful entrepreneurs in history. 2. Cowboy summers and curious minds, his early life. Jeff Bezos was born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. His birth name was Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen. His parents divorced when he was a baby. Later, his mother married a Cuban immigrant named Mike Bezos, who adopted Jeff and gave him his last name. Jeff grew up in Houston, Texas, and later in Miami, Florida. But every summer, he spent time on his grandfather's ranch in Texas. There, he helped fix windmills, repair machines, and care for animals. These summers made a big impact on him. They taught him the value of hard work, independence, and creative problem-solving. Even as a child, Jeff was very curious. He loved to take things apart, like clocks, toys, and radios, just to see how they worked. At school, he was a top student. He especially loved math, science, and computers. As a teenager, he even started his first business, a summer science camp for kids, which he ran from his garage. From a young age, Jeff showed signs of the innovative thinker he would become. 3. Wall Street wasn't enough. Why he quit a great job. After finishing high school, Jeff went to Princeton University, one of the top universities in the U.S. He studied electrical engineering and computer science. After college, he worked on Wall Street, where he had a high-paying job at a top investment firm. He was doing very well and could have built a great career in finance. But Jeff felt something was missing. In the early 1990s, he read a report that said the internet was growing by 2,300% each year. That number shocked him. He realized the internet was going to change the world, and he wanted to be part of that change. So in 1994, he made a bold decision. He left his stable job and started working on a new business idea, an online bookstore. It was a big risk. He was leaving a secure future for something uncertain. But Jeff believed that regret is worse than failure. He once said, "When you're 80, you want to have minimized the number of regrets you have." And with that mindset, he took the first step toward building Amazon. 4. A crazy idea called Amazon. It all started with books. Jeff Bezos wanted to start an online business, but he needed to choose the right product. He made a list of possible items to sell online, from CDs to clothes to computers. But one product stood out: books. At that time, bookstores had limited space. But an online store could offer millions of titles. Books were easy to ship, and people around the world wanted them. In 1994, Jeff and his wife Mackenzie drove across the country to Seattle, Washington, where he began building his online company, Amazon.com. He chose the name Amazon because it was the name of the largest river in the world, and he wanted to build the biggest bookstore in the world. In the beginning, many people thought his idea was crazy. Who will buy books online? They asked. But Jeff believed the internet had no limits. He worked long hours, filled book orders by hand, and sometimes even drove to the post office himself. Amazon officially launched in July 1995. Within just a few months, it was selling books in over 45 countries. It was only the beginning of something much, much bigger. 5. The garage office, where the empire began. Amazon's first office was actually a small garage in Jeff Bezos'S rented house in Seattle. There was no fancy equipment, just a desk, a computer, and a vision. Jeff worked with a tiny team, including his wife and a few employees. They did everything: coding the website, packing books, and answering customer emails. He even put a bell in the office that rang every time a book was sold. In the beginning, the bell rang a few times a day, but soon it rang nonstop. Jeff focused on 3 things: low prices, fast delivery, and great customer service. He always said, "It's all about the customer." Amazon grew faster than anyone expected. In just 2 years, the company became so successful that it went public in 1997, selling shares on the stock market. Jeff was no longer just an online bookseller. He was the leader of a company that was about to change the world. But this was only the beginning. Amazon was about to grow into something far bigger than books. 6. One click changed everything. How Amazon took over. After proving that selling books online could work, Jeff Bezos wanted more. He didn't want Amazon to be just a bookstore. He wanted it to become the everything store. Amazon began adding new categories: CDs, DVDs, electronics, clothes, toys, and more. In 1999, Amazon introduced something revolutionary: the one-click ordering system. With just one button, customers could buy anything without typing in their payment details again. This simple idea made online shopping faster, easier, and very addictive. Jeff also invested in better warehouses and faster delivery systems. He focused on building technology that worked behind the scenes. The goal: get the product to the customer as quickly as possible. Over time, Amazon launched Prime, offering free shipping and streaming services. They built their own cloud service, AWS, Amazon Web Services, which now powers many of the world's biggest websites. By the 2010s, Amazon had become a global giant. It was no longer just a store. It was a tech company, a media company, and a logistics machine. Jeff Bezos had changed the way the world shops. 7. Bezos in space, more than just a store owner. While building Amazon, Jeff Bezos never stopped dreaming bigger. One of his childhood passions was space exploration. As a boy, He loved science fiction and imagined a future among the stars. In 2000, he founded Blue Origin, a private space company with a powerful mission to make space travel possible for everyone. For years, Blue Origin worked quietly, building rockets and testing new technology. Jeff used part of his fortune from Amazon to support Blue Origin's research. He once said, "I'm investing in the future of humanity." In 2021, Jeff Bezos went to space himself on a Blue Origin rocket called New Shepard. The flight lasted about 11 minutes, but it made headlines around the world. Bezos believes that, in the future, millions of people will live and work in space. He wants to help build that future, step by step. For Jeff, space is not just a dream. It's a long-term plan to save Earth and expand human life beyond it. 8. The Mind of a Titan. How Jeff Thinks and Leads. Jeff Bezos is not only known for his success, he is also respected for his unique way of thinking. He often makes decisions based on long-term goals, not just short-term profits. One of his famous ideas is the day one mindset. He believes that every day at Amazon should feel like the first day of a startup, full of energy, innovation, and risk-taking. He once said, "It's always day one. Day two is stasis, followed by irrelevance, followed by decline." Bezos encourages people to be curious, to try new things, and to learn from failure. He also focuses on customer obsession. Everything at Amazon is designed to make life easier for the customer, from product selection to fast delivery. His leadership style is bold, focused, and data-driven. He is not afraid to make big bets, even if they take years to pay off. Jeff believes that building something great takes patience, discipline, and the courage to think differently. That mindset helped Amazon grow into one of the most powerful companies in the world. 9. Goodbye, CEO. Why he stepped down at the top. In 2021, Jeff Bezos made a surprising announcement. He was stepping down as CEO of Amazon. After more than 25 years leading the company, he decided it was time to take a new role. He didn't leave Amazon completely. He became executive chairman, still helping with big decisions and long-term strategy. Why did he step down? Jeff said he wanted more time for his other passions: Blue Origin, philanthropy, and personal projects. He also created 2 major foundations: Bezos Earth Fund, to fight climate change, and Day One Fund, to help homeless families and improve education. Jeff Bezos believes that leaders should know when to step back and let others lead. He left Amazon in a strong position, with a global presence and millions of loyal customers. Even after leaving the CEO role, his vision continues to guide the company and inspire the world. 10. Lessons from Jeff. What you can learn from his journey. Jeff Bezos' journey from a small garage to space teaches many powerful lessons. First, think long-term. Jeff always planned for the future, even when success seemed far away. Second, take smart risks. Leaving a safe job on Wall Street to start an online bookstore was risky, but it changed his life. Third, never stop learning. He stayed curious and used his passion for technology to create new opportunities. Fourth, focus on the customer. Making life easier for others helped Amazon grow. And finally, follow your passion. Jeff's dream of space travel began in childhood, and he never gave up on it. His story reminds us that big things often start small, with an idea, hard work, and a little courage. If you watched the story until the end, leave a comment like, "I watched it all," or "I loved learning English with Jeff Bezos' story." Your comment helps this channel grow and shows you're part of the journey too. Thank you for watching. And remember, great ideas can come from anyone, even you.